Hey guys, we are back once more with another post round 2 exit video, or in other words, the year 8 offseason. So there's obviously going to be some change for this upcoming season. Veterans like Opozo, Kreider, Dano, Tanev, all gone. And I really want to keep Eakin because he was really good at faceoffs and we desperately need that. But that will be tentative on how much we're able to sign De Silva, Mowers, and Bruce for with how much we have left over. So I don't think they'll end up wanting too much. So let's see what De Silva wants. 7.7. All right, that's not bad. Bruce, 6.4. Okay, that's pretty good. And Mowers, 7.3. So roughly 20 million. If we unload all those veteran contracts and trade Nuge, I think we should definitely be able to do that. But that's all gonna have to happen. So where am I going? Scouting, I believe. Let's just go with, I don't know, SHL defenseman 5 weeks. Now, while we're on the topic of scouting, I do want to show you guys my current pinned list. And that would be right here. So W. McAmmond, Walter McAmmond going to the first round. Looks pretty solid. Top 6 forward. Gabriel Oda. He's apparently going into the top 10 now. He wasn't before. So I will, I guess, unpin him because there's no chance we're getting that. Jesse Smith going in the 3rd round, 19 years of age, already looks really solid. He's got that 78 slap shot accuracy and 77 strength, 71 face-offs, so looking forward to seeing how he turns out. This is a funny one. Jason Martins. Literally one letter off from my online play name for NHL, which is Jason Martin, but Jason Martins. That's funny. And he's got a good wrist shot power, good puck control. So I have a feeling Jason Martins is going to be a steal in the 4th or 5th round if we can get him, which I'm really hoping. And then we also have Marshall Galchenyuk pinned, 20 years of age, looks pretty solid. So I guess we'll add one more player to the pinned list here since we had to remove Oda. He was not in the top 10 before. I think he was like, I could have sworn he was like 4th round or something. So that was, if he was indeed 4th round, then that was quite the jump. Now Johnny Eckford, Djordjevic. Purcell was in the top 10 before, right? Yeah, he was. So I don't think I'll pin him, just out of a hunch that he's going to go probably 11th. Now, Rory Highnote, he doesn't look that bad. Exact top 9, but he's got a lot of important attributes down already, so we will pin him as the 5th guy. And now let's go into the draft. Just do this real quick, painless, because this is the time where we have to trade Nuge. I haven't, I don't have an exact trade lined up for him. I just know that we have to get him out of here without taking on too much of any salary. So let's just find a team that wants a good 2nd or even 1st line center. He could be a 1st line center for, let's say, a rebuilding team, but I'm pretty sure he'd want to go to a contender. So let's find a team for him that he would fit in very nicely, obviously, who are lacking centers. So Tanev retires, so we don't have to worry about even trying to re-sign him because he's gone. So you did well here, Tanev, in your, I believe, 5 years here. It's been 5 years. It's the year 3 free agency already. Now, here's the draft. So let's check the draft class one more time just to be sure because these things can change. So McAmmond is still a top 6. Okay. High note, still top 9. And then Smith is a high elite. some pretty good stats in there, so hopefully we can snag him. And Jason Martins, yeah, nothing new here. And then Galchenyuk, okay, we're good. So let's move into the draft now. And I think we just gotta trade Nuge right away, don't we? Because it's, yeah. I think it's just, I want to make this as painless as possible. So let's find a trade for a team that needs a center. Toronto goaltenders, they are not set. Freddie Anderson has dropped down to an 83. I mean, 83 is still serviceable here, but it's not anything spectacular. Morgan Riley, Matt Dumba, solid defensively. And they have, obviously, Austin Matthews. They have, hold on, are we sorting not by overall here? No, we are not. So, they have a lot of wingers here. Their only natural center is Matthews, and then Nylander, Marner, Mantha, Howard Kovalchuk, an old Seattle draft pick, is now a second-line forward. Good for him on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Timashov, Lindblom, Kapanen, Rodney, Gruel, and Vesalainen are all wingers. So I think Toronto might be a good option as well. Yeah, they could be a good option, especially with that 8th pick. Ooh, that could be nice. Maybe we can actually get someone in the top 10 there. Vancouver, I'm not even going to look at any Western Conference teams right now, and Washington's a rebuilder. Okay, so I think the team I want to trade to is Toronto. Because I want to see if we could get that 8th overall pick for Nuge. I mean, it doesn't look like it would be that valuable, especially if Toronto got Nuge, then they would be real set at forward. And yes, they do want Nuge. 6.3 for 3 years left after this offseason, 84 overall. I think Nuge would be a good fit in Toronto. I do. Now, I don't know if that'll go through. What's their overalls looking like? Yeah, Nuge, I think, would fit in perfectly with Toronto here. Because their top 6 right now would be Matthews, Nylander, Marner, Mantha, and Kovalchuk. But after that, they got Timashov, who's more of a third liner. So I think, yeah, Nuge could fit in well here in Toronto. So, again, pretty sure this is not going to work, but we'll try it anyway. Yeah, not too far off. So I'll give up something else here for the 8th overall pick. Kreider's on his last year. Downey, he's getting the chance. Same thing with Morris this year. Both of these guys are getting a chance. Morris is a third line checker. Same thing with Downey. So they'll be coming up. Really want to try to re-sign Eakin, presuming he doesn't drop off too much. I'll give him Thoreau, and I will give them Nick Watt. Because they are a little weak in goaltending, but I think they can fix that pretty easily with the amount of assets they have. So, yeah, this is a good trade. Because Anderson is still serviceable. They have a good defensive core with Riley and Dumba. And then they obviously have Matthews, so that could take the pressure off Nuge. And Nuge going to Toronto could definitely help them out for the next 2 or so years. And then they're also getting Thoreau and Nick Watt, who has not gotten a chance with us and may never get the chance in the NHL. But, you know, it's always nice for a fresh start for a young goaltender like that who's never made the NHL, who might still have the potential to be a backup goaltender, who he's probably not going to be here for a while as well because we've got Vorobiev. So, proposed trade accepted. Okay, so we somehow got the 8th overall pick. Again, not sure how we did that. I guess they just really wanted Nuge and a couple of prospects there. So, now when you take a look at, and of course they want to trade Watt right now, but when you take a look at Toronto's forward core now, they now have that top 6 rounded out with Nuge. So that's going to be pretty dangerous if we have to eventually meet Toronto in the finals over the next 2 years. So look out for that, especially also look out for Howard Kovalchuk because, you know, the old draft pick coming back to bite us, basically. So that's out of the way. We've made cap room. And we can actually pick in the top 10 now. So Eminger, McKee, Paros, Vasakis, Iverson, Cope and Esposito. Yep, the undisputed #1 here. Jeremy Esposito, franchise potential. Already a third line scorer for the Chicago Blackhawks. So they already, I mean, I guess it's a good thing we didn't trade to Chicago. They got their center there that they were looking for. So I did have McAmmond pinned here, but I want to see maybe Kovalchuk. Kovalchuk might not be bad. German, Purcell. I'm thinking Kovalchuk here, just because he's already got that 75 for passing. Even as a 17-year-old, he looks like he could be pretty solid, like maybe high 60s is Clifford Kovalchuk. So I think we'll take him. All right, 64, top 6 forward, not bad. I will take it. Send the next pick. So we got another Kovalchuk on in our draft history now. So Cooperman, Taylor Cooperman. Ooh, he doesn't look that bad at all. Bernarski. So many Bernarskis in this game, man. I'm telling you, I've seen like at least 5 of them since Anthony Bernarski in San Jose. Sammy Lepisto, Nathaniel Raymond, Manny Meyer, Lou Hull, Darcy Baker, Wayne Wilson. I think I'll take Taylor Cooperman here. He looks pretty solid. He looks like he could be a top 6 forward as well. Let's see. Yep, 69 overall, medium top 6 forward. Taylor Cooperman, welcome to Seattle with the 25th overall pick. And no, not looking to make a trade right now. We already made our trade with Nuge. Second round, let's see if we can pick up a steal here. Already gotten a couple of them. Smith, Jesse Smith. Yeah, this was a guy I had my eye on. Yeah, I think I will be taking him. And then I definitely want to try to pick up Martins with the next pick. So we'll pick Smith first. And okay. Voice crack right there. But medium top 6, 69 overall once again. So we're getting definitely getting the depth picks there. Nice picks. And I think with this pick, being the last pick, well, one of the last picks in this second round, we will take my man, Jason Martins. Let's see what he is. Medium. Oh, boys. Medium top 6, 77 overall. My man, Jason Martins. might have to consider him as well for, at the very least, for depth. For the fourth line if somebody doesn't work out. Jeez. How about that? All right. Glad we found that guy. Round 4. So it's a good thing we picked him up there because we didn't have a third round pick there and he would have already been taken. Weaver. Norm Weaver. I mean, he's 20 years old, but he doesn't look too good, even for a 20-year-old. Tony Kolomainan. Kolomainan. Nothing on him, 18 years old. If there's any guys who we don't have anything on, I want them to be 20, so we can have a pick sort of like Ola Magnuson from last year. Kelly Miller. Ald. No. Let's just sort by potential here. See if there's any guys left. Galchenyuk, we had our eye on him. We also had our eye on High-Note. So I think we'll take Galchenyuk here, and then we'll take High-Note with the next one. All right, not bad. 65 overall, top 9. 5th round, I think we'll take High-Note here. I also saw like a medium top 4 defenseman, Ivany. Terry Ivany, I don't think he'll be that good. Ulanov. He's 20 years old. 80 offensive awareness there, but Ulanov might actually be better. Or they could be the same. I mean, what do I know? Let's just take High-Note. Take the American. 65 overall. Medium top 9. Can't complain there. Let's see. Do we have a 6? Yes, we do. Now, if Yulnov's still there, I guess I'll take him. Reich. I don't think Yulnov's there. No, he does not appear to be. So, I guess we'll just take Reich. Since he's ranked 55 overall. Okay. Yeah, one of those picks. 7th round pick. Here we go. Not too bad of a draft, I would say. I'll take Holler. The last ranked one. Medium top 9, 61 overall. What you gonna do? Alright, so pretty solid draft overall. Especially the first 4 picks. I really like those. Kovalchuk, Cooperman, Smith, and Martins. So, I mean, Nuge is out of here now, so we have to kind of move on with our younger core of Pody, Edler, Morris, Downey, those guys. Well, not core, but I guess just depth. Maybe core of the future for sure, but definitely not the core of right now. The core of right now is the current top 6 that we have in Henrich, Zadina, Crab, Mowers, De Silva, and Fawcett. And as well as Boychuk and Vandermeer. Alright, now here comes the fun part. De Silva, Mowers, and Bruce all have to be signed. Pistola does as well. Edler does as well. Oh goodness, this might be a little difficult. I might have to lowball some of these guys. So, let's see. I'll just release anyone who doesn't want to sign here. That's on a minor league deal. Kreider, get released. Opozo, get released. I mean, thank you both for your services here in Seattle, but we're moving on here. Vesey, I will sign you. You got a good offensive awareness. Kovacs, he's pretty good. Tiny Kovacs. Hansen and Hansen, the Hansen brothers. 2-way, good. 2-way, good. Eakin, I do want to resign, but alright, so he wants 2.2. That I'll wait on that. I think we're gonna release Deno here. We didn't use him at all last year, really. No, as a matter of fact, I don't think we did at all. Not even in the playoffs. So, thank you for your 8 years here, Deno. But we're kind of moving on here. So, you can go find a new team there. Hopefully, they'll give you some good ice time. Curtis Blacker, not really. What was his defensive? 96 stick checking. Yeah, he's pretty good. I'll give him a shot. And Josh Anderson, I believe this is. I'll make room for some younger guys. Now, Eakin has to be signed. I'll wait on him. Goaltenders, UFA, RFA. Vegetti still has to be signed one way. No, thank you. You can get released. Unsigned, nothing. Abney over here. Comrie. Drew Comrie grew. Goodness. Wow. Look at that defensive category. Now, he doesn't have a physical category, so that worries me a little bit. But 84. If we have to cut some guys, then he could definitely be a fill-in. Let's go RFAs. And we'll start from the bottom here. Sotheby, get released. Rodin, get released. Kapitanov, let's see. And what did he do? Minus 28, get released. Shotten, what did he do last year? Was he on the first line? 50 points, plus 13. Let's take one more look. Yeah, he could be good, I suppose. Soro. Yeah. Make some room for younger guys. Not going to waste roster spots down there. Okay, now, Pistola, Edler, Mowers, Bruce De Silva. This could be difficult. It's a good thing we traded Nuge. It is a good thing we traded Nuge. Because I don't think we would have been able to sign all these guys. We definitely wouldn't have been able to sign all these guys. De Silva is the most important here, in my opinion. So, 7.4 for 3 years. If we go up, he wants more. If we go down, he wants less, but I'll just get him at 3 years anyway. Okay, so I'll try to go 7 mil for De Silva. I feel like that'd be good for him. Oh, and one point I forgot to mention about De Silva earlier is that we're going to, I think, move forward with him as a center because he didn't do so well in the regular season, but in the playoffs, 51.61 on 155 faceoffs taken. He clearly excelled there at the center position. Got a point per game in the playoffs. I believe he led our team in scoring for the playoffs, so we're going to try him there at center for a full year, see how he does. Rob Bruce and Ryan Mowers. I think Mowers has got to be next. He wants 7 mil as well. I will give him 6.6. We have to lowball these guys here a little bit just because, I mean, that's already roughly 13 to 14 million we're handing out right there, just in those two guys. Bruce does want a little less than he was asking for before, so if I could give him 5.5 for 3 years, that'd be good for Bruce for sure. Now, Edler and Pistola. Edler wants 4. Oh, that's rough. Pistola, how much does he want? He probably wants around, rough. Okay, so I'm going to simulate one day. We're going to see how much money we have. I am not entirely sure we're going to even be able to sign Eakin. Just because we're really, really tight on salary. Alright, so all these guys should sign. So De Silva, no. Mowers, no. No. Okay, so all three of them says no. So they clearly didn't appreciate being lowballed there. But, you know, that's negotiations for you. So we'll try again. No big deal. We still got a few days left. I guess we'll go 7.1 for De Silva. Mowers will go for 6.75. And Bruce will go for 5.75. We just got to get as much out of this as we can because, you know, as I've said, we're really, really going to be tight for cap. I'm not even sure we're going to be able to sign Eakin. So, and he only wants like 2 mil. There it goes. De Silva signed. Mowers signed. Bruce signed. Okay. There's all the important pieces out of the way. Now I guess it'd be Pistola and Pody or Edler. So 13.8 left. Oh my goodness. It's going to be close. It's going to be very close. RFAs. So hold on. Who was Hansen does not want to sign, so we're not gonna even bother with him, release him. So we only have one of the Hansen brothers now. Edler and Pistola, how much did they want again? 5 mil, 6.6. Oh my goodness. We'll have enough, but it's that's cutting close. That's cutting it really close. So Edler, if I go to 2 year, okay, so if I go down to 1 year for Pistola, he wants a little less, but I mean the GMO's 2 years anyway, so we may as well sign him to the 2 year deal. I'll give him, I can get him at 6.3 for 2 years, and then Edler, if I can get you at 4.5, that's gonna, I don't think we'll have enough room to sign Eakin here. I really don't. Rejected, accepted. Okay, so Pistola rejected. We still gotta negotiate with him a little bit. 2 days left, or 3 days, including today. So, Pistola, offer contract. If I could give you like 6.35, we're really squeezing for money here. So we have 10.1. We might just be able to afford Eakin, depending if Pistola signs here or not. He did. Okay, so it was just that little extra $50,000 that he wanted. That's all right by me. How much left? 4.7. Okay, so I think we could afford Eakin. But again, it's cutting really close now. So, luckily Eakin doesn't want too much, only 2.2. I'll give him 2.1. So, I think, did Martins play in Canada? He might have. He might have played in Canada, so I'm going to leave him unsigned for right now. But I will sign, what's his name? Comrie. Because, I mean, he was an 84, so you may as well. I mean, it's another option. Very cheap option at that, so there you go. Comrie signed. And I believe that is it. I think Comrie and Eakin were the only ones who we were necessarily concerned about. Let's just check one more time, especially with the prospects. Want to make sure I'm not missing any of them, just in case they're still UFAs. It doesn't appear so. So yeah, we are good. Okay. All right, let's move on. Hopefully Eakin signs, and then after that, we can move on to free agency. Advanced day. Comrie accepted, Eakin rejected. Okay. So 1 day before free agency, we gotta make this offer a good one for Eakin. He wanted 2.25. So, you know what? We have the money. I'll give it to him, 2.25. If he doesn't want to come back, that's his problem. All right, I mean, you can't get better than that, Eakin. You really can't. For the amount you're requesting, we give you exactly what you wanted, so please resign here. We need a face-off guy. Yes, okay, good. Going into free agency now. Let's take a look at what's there. I mean, again, we're not going to be big players here in free agency at all. I mean, Aaron Ekblad is there, but we're clearly just not in the position to be going after any stars right now, or really anybody in free agency. So let's just take a look at the potential guys here. Dadonov, Varlamov, a lot of Russians. Goaltenders. Vegetti's out here. So I think we need a minor league goaltender. We may as well, no, Vegetti, yeah, he wanted a one-way contract. But, alright, let's, before I keep rambling, let's just check the contracts, see what we actually need, if anything. I mean, I think we're set for the NHL roster. I'm just talking about minor league. And we could always, like, sign a minor league goaltender later anyway, just because they get cheaper later into free agency. So Henrich is up to a high elite now, 92 overall. This guy's amazing. Yeah, I mean this four core can get it done. We've seen them all produce in the playoffs. So with that, let's take a look here. How many fours we have? So that's 9, including Morris. Downey is 10. Eakin 11. Okay, so we have 11 forwards currently on the roster. Is there anyone in the minors? Martins, you know what? We might have to sign Martins just because we're, closing in on that cap there. And I do want to have some breathing room in case we do have to make any trades. So then defensively, we're all set for sure. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 defensemen. Liljegren's technically a forward. But, yeah, I mean, we have a ton of options still on defense, including Comrie, who was a huge surprise. So, we're definitely set there. Oh, you know what? No, Liljegren's the 12th forward. So, no, we're good. I just realized that. So, yeah, no, we're good. We are good. So, and then Korpisalo and Vorobiev, they're good as well. And good. Korpisalo wants to resign. Thank goodness. Okay, so let's actually... I want to see if we can talk extensions with him now, because that'd be good to get out of the way. So after his contract expires, there's only 1 year left anyway, but I would prefer to get him locked up now just in case he, by chance, changes his mind between now and then. So if we go down to 1 year, he wants 10 point. Okay. You know what? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not cheesing the game. I'll just, I guess, how many extension dollars do we have? We have 22 million extension dollars. Who else do we have to sign next year? We have to sign Vandermeer. That's going to be a big one. He doesn't want to resign either. Oof. Liljegren, Eakin. That's really about it, though. And Edler, and Pody, and Lalonde, and Morris, and Downey. Okay, so that's actually quite a bit, but no one besides Vandermeer who's too big. So, and we could always make moves between now and then if we have to, because Korpisalo is a very important part of this team, so I would rather get him locked up now than later. So, And plus, we can always negotiate with him here, because when you're in this phase, players are actually more likely to accept. UFAs in particular are more likely to accept less money than they actually want. Like, you can actually negotiate with them in this stage of their negotiations, I suppose, or in this stage of their contract. So yeah, 7.3 for Korpisalo. That's good. And I'm not going to negotiate with Vorobyev at the moment. So let's try to get Korpisalo locked up there. And I believe that'll be it. Yeah, I mean, there's not much we can do in free agency. But I think I'm going to leave it off here. This has been a long video already. We'll get into the preseason in the next one. So I'll leave it off here. So that'll be it. And I will see you guys in the next one.